Hello everyone. Last class was about the anatomical planes, and I made an introduction about the definition of anatomy. And I hope you've understood the planes that cut the body, run through the body, and divide it into different parts. So this class will be terms of relation or position. So what does this mean is that I will show you the terms of relation of a position, as simple as that. So let's say anterior. Anterior means forward. Anterior. So this is the anterior part of Mr. Skull. So posterior is the back part. Anterior, we have another part which is called anterior means also ventral. Ventral is the same meaning as anterior exactly. While posterior we have dorsal. Dorsal is the same meaning as posterior. So don't make a mistake between them, they're just the same. So we have superior and inferior. What is superior? Superior is, let's say, above. So you have closer to the head. Anything that's closer to the head is superior, while inferior is anything that's far away from the head or closer to the tail or feet. So basically this is the superior. We have median and lateral. The median means closer lying to the midline, while the lateral means lying further away from the midline. So let's say Mr. Skull in here has his ulnar bone and his radial bone. So basically the ulnar bone is medial to his body, while the radial bone is further away or lateral to his body. So this is the midline. Anything that lies closer to it is comparing it to the other structure will be medial. Anything that lies further away will be lateral. So we have proximal and distal. A lot of students make a mistake between superior and inferior and proximal and distal. Proximal means closer to the origin of the structure, while distal means further away from the origin of the structure. So let's say here Mr. Skull again, and we have a joint here called radioulnar joint, and another joint here called the same name. But which one is closer to the structure? So the main structure is the elbow. So basically, the proximal means closer to the origin. So this we call it proximal radioulnar joint, while in here we call it distal radioulnar joint because it's further away from the structure. Now we have superficial. Superficial means on the surface. It's well known. And we have the deep. Deep means inside the body. So superficial is on the surface, deep inside the body. It's very simple. And we have something called contralateral. Contralateral is means on the opposite side. So basically, when I say, let's say a patient got a stroke in his left lobe of the brain, and his right part of the body was paralyzed. So it was contralateral. So the stroke made a contralateral paralyzation of the left side. Okay, so it's on the other side. While ipsilateral means on the same side. So we have something called also external and internal. External being on the outside, while internal means being on the inside. And we have another way of another position, which is supine and prone. Supine means basically laying down on your back. Let's say Mr. Skull here is sleepy. He wants to lay down on his back. So his palms are facing anteriorly, and he's laying down on his posterior side, and his face is just like this, just like how I'm standing right now. So let's say he didn't like the supine position. He told me to face him in the prone position because he doesn't have muscles to move. So prone means basically lying on your anterior side, and your palms are facing dorsally, and that way he would feel more comfortable sleeping. And we have also cephalic and caudal. What does cephalic mean and what does caudal mean? Basically, cephalic means towards the head, and caudal means towards the tail. Let's say we have an artery, a vein, we have a vein that's on the forearm. We call it cephalic vein. Why is it called cephalic vein? Because the blood is moving towards the head or towards the body, upwards. So we call it cephalic, while caudal means towards the feet or the tail. This would be enough for today. and next class will be about the movements. I hope you've enjoyed. Thank you very much.